What is going on, guys? We are bringing you another Football Cup 22 video on PlayStation 5 version. This is probably going to be the last video I do on this. I'm just going into it. As you can see, this game is not really a big deal. It's no big deal, but a couple of things I want to tell you is that this game has, as you can see, Barcelona's uniform looks similar, but the Nike sign's upside down, and the sponsor word is misspelled, and they have players. As you can see, they have Massey, as you can see at the bottom, number 10. So they have players, generic players on here. So, you got that going on. So, and I don't know too much about any of these players, but I'm assuming that a lot of these players just pretty much have generic names like that resemble, that are similar to the names that they have, probably even similar, because their uniforms are already the same, as you can see, or they resemble them a lot. I'll say that. Uh, their sponsors and everything on there are just misspelled. As you can see, that's basically what the difference is. As I'm just showing you a couple of things here. As you can see, this guy even has tattoos. I'm not familiar with who that's supposed to be, but he even has tats. You could probably research to figure out exactly who that is, just based on the way his name is spelled and his tattoos, his jersey number, stuff like that. And let's see. I'm trying to go to the. Okay, so these are your. As you can see, you have the generic Adidas logo on the Portland and New York jerseys. The upside down Nike again. So yeah, they did it. I think they did a good job of. The textures don't look horrible. Obviously, the game is very cheap. It's like a $6 game, so of course the players' faces and stuff don't look too good, and stuff like that. Because like I said in my last video, this is more like a mobile game. But I will tell you this: if you're thinking about getting this game, I will tell you this game. This game is not a challenge at all. It's horrible. I mean, it's fairly fun, but not really. It's a game that you'll probably play for 1 or 2 days, and then you won't want to mess with it anymore. Because I played a game on, you know, this is the game I played, but I was Mexico City. As you can see, I'm lower ranked by far. I'm on a lower level now, but I beat him 7-3, and there's no difficulty setting in this game. You can't make the game harder. I don't see anything that indicates a difficulty level. As you can see, these are your only options. Select language and stuff like that, and that's really all you got. You don't have anything else. As you can see, I got the coins on the top. I just basically won some games, and you score a certain amount of goals, get certain statistics, beat certain teams, stuff like that. What you do with that is you just do this stuff here. You can take these kits and give them to the teams that are already in the game. You can change their kits. That's what you can do in this. I personally don't see that as really much of anything. I don't really care about it because you can't create a team. You can't create players. If you could do something like that, maybe, as you can see that Jordy, I guess that's like Jordan, maybe. I don't know. As the, jerseys have nicknames and stuff, but like I said, I don't care about this stuff. I won't be doing any of that. Of course, I went over this already. You have team management. You can't. I don't know. I don't even know why it says that because you can't really do anything. All you do is edit the kit. That's all. That's all you can do. That's all you can do is shop kits. They say manage team, but that's all. That's the only option I see. I thought you'd be able to like change the lineup, maybe edit player names, but you can't do anything like that on here. I don't even know if you can even go to the bench in this, which I don't care. It's not one of those deep games that you would do that in. So I'm gonna end this video with a match just to show you what's going on. Okay, as you can see, I'm not gonna play the whole match. I'm just gonna get you started here. Okay, so we'll lower it to 6. 8 minutes is too long. We ended up with 7 goals, but I'm just gonna go over the gameplay in case you're thinking about buying this game. If you're thinking about buying it, You're not sure. I mean, the price isn't going to hold a lot of people back, but is it worth your time? That's really the main thing. As you can see, Massey is there. We're number 10, of course. So X is your pass button. L1 instead of R1 or R2. As you can see, I just kind of, they do a lot of ball morphing in this. You know, sometimes you run past the goalie and they morph the ball into his hands. That's how they kind of compensate for how easy the game is. I just basically just, they do run out of stamina in this. See, the ball morphed into his hands pretty much. I mean, he was close to me, but sometimes you're not that close to him. And there's a lot of ball morphing in this, man. I'm telling you that right now. There's a heck of a lot of morphing. See, as I got the ball. And I guess that they said that was an own goal, but I feel like I scored it. But either way, it makes no difference. We scored. So there you have Massey. If this game had like, this game, you know, it would need a little bit better AI in order to be worth anything, and then to offer like some sort of creative team or player or something like that. That would make the game, because creative player is almost like a must in today's sports gaming world. If you don't have that, then that's automatically going to be a minus, as most games have that. As you can see, most of the time we have the ball, and the ball goes right to the goalie a lot. When you're playing against a team that's ranked higher, they do that to kind of make the game not, I think they're doing it just so that it's not too easy. Give them a break a little bit. They're the better team, but they can't seem to get the ball. And like I said, there's no difficulty setting in this. And the AI, the biggest problem with this game is the AI is just not good at all. It's really bad. That's why they can't beat us. They have better attributes, but they can't really like, see, as you can see, I don't know what that, and then they get a corner kick. I don't believe I touched it. I might have, but see, I don't know what that was. That was like a pass, but it didn't make a whole lot of sense. So I'm not even sure if they're even going to bother to even patch this game. And they, you know, they'll make you miss a couple of easy ones, which I'm glad they do, to kind of compensate for how easy the game is, because it's very easy. I mean, look at that. There's too many AI problems. They're just not smart enough to beat you. As you can see, we're missing easy ones. But they kind of have to make us miss some easy basket. I mean, as you can see, it's going right to the goalie. But yeah, the game is just way too easy. I don't like when they make games like that. It's just like, it becomes, it's not really worth playing. I mean, I won this game without knowing the controls or anything when I first played it. So I mean, that goes to show you. As the ball morphed into his hand, he didn't really bend down and pick it up. This game lacks those animations. But like I said, it's a simple game. It's, like I said, it's pretty much a mobile cell phone quality game. I mean, it's no big deal. As you can see, we got an interception. And the goalie is pretty much doing his job today. And I don't knock the developers for having like bad AI. I think it's, you know, for a small developer, and I don't remember the name of the developer, but it's not something I've ever heard of. But I think it's probably not easy to create a strong AI if you don't have the tools. As you can see, the ball morphed right into his hands. I wasn't close enough to him for him to take it, but that's kind of what this game is. It's something you would download on your Android. I would even go as far as saying there's probably better games on Android than this. And like I said, we're being a worser team. They're almost like 20 points better than us as far as attributes or just ratings. But as you can see, they still can't really do nothing with us. So yeah, if you want to buy this game, this is what you're gonna get. You're gonna get a game that just isn't challenging. Um, the price is no big deal, of course, but is it worth your time? Is it worth thinking about? Because there's a lot of games. You have Super Arcade Soccer or something like that. You have Super Soccer Blast, which I actually love that game. I mean, I like it. I don't. It ain't like one of my favorite games, but it's pretty good. I mean, the characters look like Charlie Brown, like cartoon type stuff. See, they're kind of like morphing the ball to the goalie. They're not even getting any shots. I mean, they're not getting anything. I mean, we'd be up probably 8-0 right now if it wasn't for like taking missing easy shots and goal morphing. Looks like I probably will play the whole match in this video. You know, just to. Oh, that was a goal because he crossed the line, but obviously this is not the kind of game that's going to be able to pick up stuff like that. I mean, when you throw it inbounds from out of bounds, you're actually inbounds when you're throwing it. So I mean, the game is very cheap and clunky. I mean, nothing too exciting. As you can see, he's inbounds. You know, that's. As you can see, we're in extra minutes, 3 extra minutes, which is probably more like 3 extra seconds. Let's see if we can't get a third goal. And when the goalie does that, that means you're playing against a higher ranked team. But we beat them 2-0, and you know I haven't lost in this, and I'm not gonna lose in this. I mean, it's just too simple. Anyway, that's your game. It's extremely easy. It's only $6. If maybe it's good for kids who want a game that's not too hard or something. I don't know, but that's what you get. If you want to buy this game, that's just kind of something to look at to make your decision.